All right, we're in a new canyon we've never been in before. This sucker is about 22 miles long. We're maybe a third of the way in it right now. And it's lined with ancient Native American rock art sites. I'm going to call this one Rock Shelter in Snake Gulch 1. First one that we've found. And I know there's a bunch more. I've seen them with my binoculars. They're everywhere. If you look behind me, see that black wall, that black roof? That's charred from hundreds, if not thousands of years of fires. And if you look over here on the wall in the corner, you're going to see petroglyphs, ancient rock art. And it's everywhere, all over this wall. And it's layered. There's so many different layers that tells me this place was occupied quite a bit over a long period of time. Day's beautiful, a little on the hot side. Upper 90s. We're making it though. Another fantastic day, and given the explosive axle situation on the trailer and the fact that we had to deviate, boy, this all makes sense. It was all for a purpose. We wouldn't be here in this spot had that not happened. And so, pretty psyched. Actually pretty happy that it happens, forcing me to put new axles on the trailer and put us in a spot we wouldn't have been in had that not been the case. And apparently this area is saturated with ancient sites. And again, as with us, as with Tabitha and I as usual, not a soul in sight. And there will most likely not be another soul in sight because this one's, again, really not really well known at all. and so not really hard to get to, but just not known at all. So, all right, we're going to cruise around. I'm going to get some photographs of some of these beautiful pieces of rock art on the wall, and then we're going to scoot further down canyon and see what we come up with. Black wall behind me. Black. We know what that means. Charred.
This is the chart dance.
Tabitha is expressing herself near the charred wall, where many fires from ancient peoples happened. Ancient peoples with ideas, dreams, passions and stories and spirit.
Yep.
And Tabitha will now show us in a 10-second interpretive dance what the spirit of those people was. All right, take it away, Tabitha.
I don't know what the spirit dance was. I just started dancing. I'm letting the air out into the clouds up there. Go out.
Tabitha's,
the fire's going out. The smoke is going out.
Tabitha's an Aquarius.
And I do Aquarius things.
We know what that means. It's happening. There's a hole. There's a hole in here and there's rocks stacked up, so probably a little shelter, a super primitive shelter. We just found site 2. Lot of little wall sites and lots of petroglyphs and pictographs, so really interesting canyon, and we will search further. Check out this pictograph we just found. Look at this. Is this a family? Is this a band of brothers or sisters? Is this a dance line? Shaman? Participants? No way we'll ever know. Regardless, clearly, it seems to be joyful, ceremonial, ritual, happy, positive. Seems to be that way. So maybe there is some kind of a message here. And below it, faded in a lighter color pigment, is an entity. It's got 3 fingers and it's got horns. So is that something from a vision quest, a shamanic episode, a mythology, a cosmology, an insectoid that they've turned into a human, an alien? Probably not. But fascinating nevertheless. And I think that's one of the things I really love about these sites is that we'll never know unless we develop those time machines, talk to the artist. We'll never know. And I think it's that mystery, that insatiable curiosity that drives us, that makes it all worthwhile. I don't want to know what this really means, because I think in and of itself, the thing itself evokes a sense of joy, happiness, togetherness, perhaps. It evokes something along those lines. And that's good enough for me. And I think maybe there's messages in this. This is 1,000 years old, 2,000 years old. It's an ancient pictograph, and these things go really old. And this one's super faded. So these are ancient, ancient peoples. Yet look at this. Look at this. Dreams, goals, survival, of course. But more importantly, celebration, perhaps. Celebration of life. What a wonderful thought. We could use some of that nowadays, couldn't we? Let's just stare at this thing for a while and just meditate to it and let it become a part of us. Because at the end of the day, we're all frequency and vibration. And these people, as far as I'm concerned, are still here. They're here now with me. I'm with them. They're with me. And future people, future humans are here now as well. We're all here. We're all one. Not to go woo-woo, I'm delving a little bit more into the potential of holograms, subatomic physics, quantum theory. Is this just me standing next to an ancient panel of people that are dead? Or is that completely inaccurate? Is that not what I'm experiencing and what we are experiencing together? Love these panels. All right. There's a bunch down the way that Tabitha has just found. Let's go see what she found. Oh, wow.
What do you think?
Nice. You don't see that every day. Oh, those are beautiful. So we're miles and miles down this canyon. We found another site, another panel, and behind me is a really cool panel. There are these 3-pronged things, a long line of these things. I've never seen, of the over 1,000 sites we've been to, I've never seen one like this before. And it's just a long line, and there's these 3-pronged things, and they're painted, they're pictographs in like a red ochre. And underneath them, there are these little lines coming up. So it kind of looks like the 3-pronged things could be clouds, maybe, and maybe the little lines under represent rain. I don't know, but that's a really unusual panel. And then around the corner, Tabitha found this other site, which has some more pictographs. And there's one with some of these like bridge necklacey looking things that are more detailed than the ones we found at site 2. So perhaps this is some clue as to what those things are, although I still can't make them out. They're really cool looking, however. But to the right of that is, to me, the find of the day. This is like a ghost panel. This looks like ghost entities. There's a large foreground entity, Barrier Canyon style, and behind it there are these really faded ghost-like characters. They're super spooky looking. They're more faded than the one in the front. I'm actually looking up at it right now. They're more faded than the one in the front. The front one's really prominent in the foreground and haunting with that sort of blockish head and these humans, entities, ghosts, mythical figures, whatever, in the background. And that's going to make a master print. I'm really going to work on this and see if I can really pull out some of the details in this in post-production, because that has spirit. that feels like time. It feels like a mystical time long past, long gone. And so this ghostly image is definitely going to become something. So beautiful. What a day. We're beat. We're going to take a short break here, get some water in our bodies, chew on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich maybe. Start trekking the miles and miles and miles back up this canyon. Weather's held out. It's pushing 100 degrees though, so it's still really hot. Other than that, wow, no complaints. The exhaustion, the burnt toes, everything is completely worth it. So fantastic day.